Good evening. On behalf of the Merrimack High School administration, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone to the 2019 Awards Night. Welcome to our students, parents and guardians, families, community members, school board members, teachers, department chairs, special guests, and presenters. I would also like to warmly welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Mrs. Marge Chaffrey, who will be retiring at the end of the school year. I'd like to take the opportunity for all of us to thank her for her 41 years of dedication to the students of Merrimack School District. We wish her well in her retirement. We have many awards and scholarships to hand out this evening. Thank you to our presenters and to those who have made these awards and scholarships possible for our students. Please remember that as we honor the students tonight, we also honor you, the parents and guardians, family members, and the entire Merrimack community. Each year, an amount of money is awarded by an anonymous donor to a Merrimack High School educator recognized for the Merrimack High School Nobel Outstanding Teacher Award. Here to present the 2019 Nobel Outstanding Teacher Award are the co-advisors for our National Honor Society, Jan Moynihan Cooney and Reggie Bates.
Good evening. American composer Scott Hayden once said that teachers have three loves: love of learning, love of learners, and the love of bringing the first two loves together. Tonight, we recognize an exceptional educator at Merrimack High School. This is a teacher that has more than lived up to that quote. Each year, the senior members of National Honor Society gather and select a teacher for the Nobel Teachers Award. This $7,500 non-taxed award is given to an outstanding educator at Merrimack High School. The award comes from an anonymous family with ties to the school district, and this is the 20th annual Nobel Award.
Good evening. The recipient of the Nobel Award has been an educator at Merrimack High School for 18 years. She fosters a strong learning environment by skillfully combining procedural, organizational, positive reinforcement, and lesson variety. She takes great care to plan interesting, active, and substantive lessons for a wide range of learners. This recipient tirelessly works to ensure all learners are successful in her classes and are prepared for the academic challenges they will face in college. This recipient is a leader and an innovator. She has assumed leadership roles on a variety of department initiatives, served as a mentor for first-year teachers, and worked as a cooperating teacher for aspiring educators. Her intellect, skills as an educator, and hard work ethic have inspired her mentees to be outstanding teachers. This recipient has also been an advisor for the Student Council, the school newspaper, and Interact, which demands her excellent organizational skills and her capacity to inspire people to work for her. It is through her exceptional work as a teacher in advanced placement and honor level courses that our McGaw Chapter National Honor Society students are bringing her recognition through this prestigious award. In addition to her work as an educator at Merrimack High School, this outstanding educator is working as an adjunct professor at Rivier College and is pursuing her PhD in literacy studies at the University of Lowell. We're honored to present the 20th Annual Merrimack High School Nobel Outstanding Teacher Award to Jessica Gott.
Hi. Oh,
We're so proud of you.
Oh,
We're
thank
so proud of you.
thank you.
Then we're over here.
Hi. Thank you very much. I'm like filled with gratitude right now, and kind of at a loss for words. If you ask any of my students, that's not something that happens very often. Being a teacher is in my soul, and I find so much joy in watching my students learn and grow. And I want to thank my colleagues and my family for, especially my husband, for encouraging me and supporting me and allowing me to be the kind of teacher that I want to be. To teach the students here at MHS is really an honor, and to be recognized by you in this way is a defining moment in my career, and I will cherish it always. Thank you very much.
We will begin this evening's Student Awards with the Art Awards presented by Marcy Pope, Carolyn Rordam, and Shauna Gray, and each presenter will introduce the next presenter after them.
Hi. This is the Art Department Award. On the program it says the Rhode Island School of Design Award. It's the Merrimack High School Art Department Award, just so you know. Following an artist's path, Marin Francis makes her way. Listening to her voice, her work explores new concepts and techniques. Thank you for your positive influence in the art department. Congratulations on your journey forward. We applaud your independence and confidence. Come on up, Marin. On behalf of Shauna Gray, the advisor of the Merrimack chapter of the National Art Honor Society, I am here to thank and recognize two members of the chapter. These two members were inducted in their sophomore year and have stayed active and committed throughout their time at MHS. In their senior year, they took on leadership roles as the president and vice president for our chapter. I will always be grateful for their support of Empty Bowls, Walk for Whiskers, the Memory Portrait, and other art-embedded collaborative events that they helped put together. I will miss Meg Lackey's tenderness as she cared for the animals at our Puppy Picasso events, and Nat Pedersen's daily persistence to make our group more of a family than just another after-school activity. To me, these students are a little magic and twinkle in my life, and we have some gifts here to represent that. I would like to ask Meg and Nat to come up and receive a token of our appreciation for all their efforts. The next award is the Outstanding Artist Award to a junior. Ben Hanscom has been immersed in art for a long time. Therefore, he is totally immersed in art at Merrimack High School. This year, Ben has spent all of his extra time in the art department making work of outstanding quality with a voice that is searingly honest and introspective. He spends many hours in the pottery studio and has become a leader and a teacher to his peers, since his prodigious ability has kept him coming back to do more and more and more. It's not just throwing on the wheel, not just hand building, not just glazing. It's his fearless experimentation and work ethic that result in such excellent work. His work is a testament to his energy, enthusiasm, and dedication to making art. Ben. Did I fool you? And the final award is to the outstanding artist at Merrimack High School. Leanne Palmer has completed her last semester at Merrimack High School with a superior Studio Art portfolio of intensely colorful paintings, drawings, and prints that, among other things, depict her friendships and adventures with her friends. She has developed a powerful group of both functional and sculptural ceramic work that attests to her total artistic capability. Leanne has been a quiet and strong force in the art department for the past 4 years. She consistently makes new work, explores new territories, and always rises into the artistic flow of her very cool, inner creative world. Leanne. The next presenter is Mike Susi and Peter Bergeron.
So Mike Susi could not be here this evening because he's attending some of our playoff games. This evening I have the pleasure to present the 2019 Timothy Mark Gibson Leadership Award. This award goes to a senior who has played more than one varsity sport, excels in leadership, is a role model for others, and is always positive, even in dire situations. Tim Gibson, a Marine, a graduate of the class of 2000, was killed in action along with 29 other fellow Marines and a Navy corpsman on January 26, 2005. Tim was a student athlete, playing 4 years of baseball and 4 years of football. I just want to recognize that his mom is with us this evening, Elaine Gibson. I know a lot of you, especially senior parents, and you probably have had children who have already graduated, come into the building, but I would encourage you to walk down to the main office lobby. We have 2 display cases. One of them is honoring all of our military branches, and one display case is dedicated to Tim. And if you're down there, there's a plaque that reads, "Honoring the memory of Timothy Mark Gibson, defending freedom and serving his country, Operation Iraqi Freedom. Honor, courage, commitment." Presented by the Military Order of the Purple Heart. Now this year's award recipient. I asked 2 of his coaches to provide some insight. First of all, from his varsity baseball coach, Kevin Moyer. This young man is an example of what it means to put the team ahead of the individual. He is willing to do whatever is asked of him on and off the field for the team's benefit, and carries himself in a manner off the field that represents himself, his family, his school, and his team in a positive light. Whether things are going well or not, he continues to bring positive energy, encourages his teammate, and leads by example. He is leaving the Merrimack baseball program as an example of what we want our players to be: energetic, motivated, and hardworking. It was an honor coaching this young man, and he is very deserving of this recognition. From Kip Jackson, the varsity football coach, though lacking in size, his intelligence is off the charts, and more importantly, he has a determination to overcome any obstacle. This young man is not a vocal leader, but someone who always tries to understand why something is done to determine how all the players in the team can work together to be successful. He treats every one of his teammates with respect and understands that his contributions to the team do not start nor end on the field. The recipient of the Timothy Mark Gibson Leadership Award goes to Robert Eunice. At this time, Jamie Limbrough is going to, and Amy Lockton Perez will present the Business and Marketing Awards.
Good evening, everyone. So this year's 2019 Academic Excellence Awards start out with the juniors. For the underclassmen awards, this year's awards for academic excellence in DECA goes to Juliana Martin. Oh, perfect timing.
Here you are. You're welcome. Thank you.
And secondly, this year's award for academic excellence in FBLA goes to Alexa Quintero. I said that right. Now on to the seniors. So this year's awards for the academic excellence in the Academy of Finance for a senior goes to Stephanie Matt. This year's award for academic excellence in business goes to senior Connor Safstrom. This year's award for academic excellence in FinLit 300 goes to senior Jessica Trahan.
Jess can't be here right now. They're still playing in the softball game. We're up 7-5. Thanks.
This year's award for academic excellence in FBLA goes to senior Sky Warner. The next award is for academic excellence in DECA for a senior, goes to Robert DeFelice. Congratulations. And lastly, this year's award for academic excellence in marketing goes to senior Autumn Howe and Victoria Walters.
One at a time.
Congratulations.
You are, girl. Don't you. It's okay. Thank you, honey. Good job. Thank you for all your help this year.
Congratulations. Up next we have awards from English, starting with Jan Moynihan Cooney.
Thank you so much. Do you need help? I don't understand. I just need help. Do you need help? This is for one. Okay. Send the other. Oh, okay. Good evening. On behalf of the English department, I want to congratulate the class of 2019 for successfully completing 8 semesters of English class. Woo! Well done. So our first award is for the Spilt Ink magazine, and that magazine showcases creativity of MHS students.
Anyone can submit an original story, essay, poem, art, and experience the thrill of publication. But it takes one special student to bring it all together in a professional publication. This year's Spilt Ink Magazine Award winner is organized, responsible, creative, persistent, and has a clear vision of what that magazine should be. Michael Elledge, thank you for your hard work, and please come forward to receive your award. Or not. And to present the Creative Writing Award is Mr. Fliss.
Hello, everybody. The recipient of the Academic Excellence in Creative Writing Award first got my attention as a sophomore in my homeroom class when he offered to design and program a functioning doorbell for the holiday door competition, complete with a rotation of irritating holiday music. Honestly, I doubted he could do it, but he did it, and we won. Since then, he's never ceased to amaze me with his varied talents, whether it be creating his very own language, using the library's 3D printer to print spare parts for a microwave, or simply his voracious appetite for academics and new ideas. So it was a shock to me to find out on top of this that he also writes beautiful poetry and short stories and is a regular contributor to the Spilt Ink publication. So on top of his myriad technical talents, this student's creative writing has proven that there also lies within him the heart and soul of a poet. I am proud to present the Creative Writing Award to Nick Pittman. And now to present the Academic Excellence in Dramatic Arts is Jessica Goodman.
So I first met this student 4 years ago when she came in to audition for our town. I knew immediately she was something special. She has gone on to be part of every production that we've done and always gives 110% of herself. It's not often I give out an award for both acting and technical excellence to the same person. But not only has she been an actor, she's a costumer, stage manager, president of our student board, and always there for whatever hat needs to be filled. She's my right arm, and she will be greatly missed. It is my pleasure to present the Academic Excellence in Dramatic Arts, Acting, and Technical to Izzy Marceau.
All right, hi again. So next up is the Excellence in English Award. So the recipient of the Excellence in English Award is a student who demonstrates a true understanding of the power of language, the way she digs in to unpack meaning in the literature, and the way that she pushes herself to express her views through her discussion is admirable. She writes with such grace, making it a true joy to read. It has been my honor to be her teacher. This award goes to Abigail Schaefer. Next up is the Academic Excellence in Public Speaking Award with Jan Moynihan-Cooney.
The recipient of the Academic Excellence in Public Speaking is immensely deserving of this award. Her hard work and dedication to public speaking process and her own speeches was far beyond any of her peers. She epitomizes all the qualities of an excellent orator. When winning the Merrimack four-way test speech competition, she demonstrated confidence, authenticity, and captivated the audience with her passion and knowledge of the topic, encouraging women in the field of engineering. It is an honor to present Shelby Maston with this award. Next up is Mr. DeLue to present the Journalism Award.
The Journalism Award. To put it simply, without this young lady's dedication, organization, and enthusiasm over the last 4 years, our quarterly news magazine just could not exist. So this year's Journalism Award goes to Hannah Lemos.
Two more for the English department. This student has been a voracious reader all year and has contributed daily to class discussions of each novel the class has read together. More than just someone who reads books because they are assigned to her, this recipient has entered into the lives of the characters. She has met in each novel and tried to use the lessons she has learned from their characters and apply them to her own life. It is my honor to present the 21st Century Book Award for the class of 2020 to Jade Boyd. The recipient of the 21st Century Award for a senior has demonstrated tremendous growth in his writing, especially in terms of depth and mature insight. This recipient is truly talented and patient and has been his English teacher's IT person for any and all computer issues. This book, Dust and Grooves, Adventures in Record Collecting, was chosen for this student because of his love for vinyl records. This 21st Century Award for the class of 2019 is proudly presented to Bryce Barton. Okay, and up next is the Yearbook Award. There it is.
Every year, the Yearbook awards the Mark Lawrence Scholarship to a senior who showed exceptional dedication to the creation of the yearbook. This year's recipient assumed leadership role by mentoring new members of the team, photographing many events, and assisted the advisors with some of the behind-the-scenes tasks necessary to produce the yearbook. We are so thankful to have worked with this student, and we would proudly present the Mark Lawrence Scholarship to Molly Ringo. And the next presenter is Amy Larkin Perez, presenting the Family and Consumer Science Award.
Hello again, everyone. Tonight's Family and Consumer Science, Consumer Science Awards go to, the first one is a student who has gone above and beyond what is expected in the classroom. From baking for numerous organizations to helping guide students in class, the student excels in leadership, kindness, and baking. Ms. Rowland cannot wait to see where the culinary field takes her, and she's looking forward to all the baked goods she's going to bring back. The award goes to Corinne Goodrow. You can bring me back some too. Just kidding, I don't eat sugar. Okay, lies. Okay, this next award goes to a student whose work ethic is nothing like Miss Rowland has ever seen. Her positive attitude is contagious. Her volunteer work at Master Cola made her a role model for all. This next chapter of her life is sure to be a monumental one, and I hope she has the opportunity to work with children. Miss Rowland does. Her impact on the next generation will be absolutely monumental, as it has been to all of us here at Merrimack High School. The Family and Consumer Science Award goes to Rachel Caligari. Up next, we have Linda Manjo from Gateway.
Good evening. Yay, seniors. Yeah. This year, the Gateway Award goes to a student who demonstrates high academic standards within and outside of the classroom, is willing to go the extra mile to help others, provides leadership in cross-curricular activities, and is always looking to discuss the latest national and global issues. Combine these qualities with a great sense of humor, and you have a wonderful role model. The Gateway Award this year goes to Sophie Kim.
The next award, yes, we're a team here, is the Outstanding Character Award. The student who receives this award demonstrates the ideals of Challenge Day and for providing a positive school atmosphere. The recipients are a vital part of the change at Merrimack High School, serving and listening to others, taking responsibility for personal choices, and being inclusive to all. They are positive role models, student leaders, and truly selfless in all aspects of their lives.
Oh, I almost said it. Behind the curtain. No. This year's Outstanding Character Award is presented to Izzy Marceau. Oh, you're next.
Okay, you're still stuck with me.
Oh, good.
Actually, will you hang on to these? Okay, so I'm Amy Larkin Perez. I oversee the Health and Phys Ed department as well. So I'd like to recognize a small group of seniors. These students volunteered to become leaders with their underclassmen by participating in our senior leadership program. From all the teachers in my department, I wish to express our thanks and gratitude to the following students: Nick Nickerson, Linny Meshkoff, and Connor Safstrom. Come on up. Come on, Nick, I see you. Yes. Congratulations, honey. It's for you, and wait. Okay, there you go. Nick, congratulations. There you go. The academic excellence in physical education goes to a student who has stepped up and been an integral part of the PE1 classes. He is also probably one of the most physically gifted students I've ever had, naturally physically gifted. This award goes to Nicholas Nickerson. Lastly, the recipient of the Academic Excellence Award in Health goes to a student for his passion and commitment to educating his peers about the dangers of vaping. I have no doubt he will continue to make a difference in the lives of others as he moves forward. The award goes to Matt Giambartolome. And next we have math with Ron DeLude and Cheryl Smith. Or Carol Smith, I'm sorry, I still make that mistake.
Not only has this student performed outstandingly on all exams, but he also attempted to complete all challenge problems given to him this year, and his solutions are always well presented and demonstrate strong mathematical understanding. His problem-solving ability and love for mathematics set him above his classmates. The Excellence in Mathematics Award for a freshman goes to Ajay George.
Are you handing it to him or not?
This dedicated student always strives to put her best foot forward. Even when she's absent, she finds a way to learn difficult concepts and exceeds the expectations on assessments. It is always evident from her work that she's an exceptional math student. The Excellence in Mathematics Award for a sophomore goes to Clara Schaefer.
This student is in pre-calculus and in AP statistics. He's a quiet student that acquires knowledge and applies these concepts to a vast store of information he already possesses. We look forward to see what great things he will accomplish. The Excellence in Mathematics Award for a junior goes to Wesley Bowling. This student has performed at an extremely high level in AP Calculus this year, and through independent study and inquiry, also prepared to take the Calculus BC exam. His vast problem-solving abilities will enable him to flourish in engineering at WPI next year. The Excellence in Mathematics Award for a senior goes to Nate Laskowski. The Millie O'Leary Award is an award that is given to the student with the highest mathematical GPA. Millie O'Leary was a department head in the math department years ago, and the award was set up in her memory. This student has shown her skills in all academic areas. She has excelled in every area of mathematics while at MHS, and she has done exceptional work in an independent study this year in order to prepare for the Calculus BC exam. She will take her immense talents to Harvard University next year. The Millie O'Leary Award for Excellence in Mathematics goes to Sophie Kim.
next we have Mrs. Cunningham and Mr. Beck for Music Awards.
I'd like to offer my congratulations to the class of 2019. I have to say that this year is graduating seniors in band, the highest number ever, Merrimack High School, and also the most talented ever, and I'll greatly miss them next year. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is given in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music. This year's recipient has been a valuable member of the MHS concert, marching, and jazz bands. Since day one of his freshman year, he's been 100% dedicated to the band program. The recipient has received many honors musically. He's been a member of several New Hampshire All-State Musical Ensembles. This past April, he was a member of the All-Eastern Honor Band in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is a very high achievement. Throughout his high school career, he's been awarded many high ratings at the State Solo and Ensemble Festival. As a leader, he served as drum major for the Marching Tomahawks during his junior and senior years. Additionally, he served as vice president of the band this past year and was always ready to assist whenever needed. He'll be greatly missed in the MHS Music Department. Please congratulate the recipient of John Philip Sousa Band Award, Mr. Nicholas Sherman. Jazz Award is presented to a senior in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz. This year's recipient has been accepted into the New Hampshire's Honors Jazz Band all 4 years of high school, a feat few people accomplish. She's not only talented in jazz, but is an all-round superb musician. In April, she was the first chair trumpet player for the All-Eastern Orchestra in Pittsburgh. The recipient has performed trumpet solos with several orchestras in the area and will be featured again this weekend with the Nashua Chamber Orchestra. This fall, she will be attending New England Conservatory to begin her journey in the field of music. In the near future, she will be touring the world as a trumpet soloist, and we'll all be proud to say that she came from Merrimack High School. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, Miss Sarah Heimberg.
The National School Choral Award is given in recognition of singular merit, ability, and achievement, of outstanding contributions to the success of the school vocal program, and of an unusual degree of loyalty, cooperation, and high quality of conduct. This year's recipient has played in the band and sung in both the concert and chamber choirs for all 4 years of high school. She served this year as our choir president. She was selected for the New Hampshire All-State Music Festival 4 years in a row, one of the highest honors for high school musicians. She was also one of only 11 students selected to represent the state of New Hampshire at the All-Eastern Music Festival in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this year, arguably the highest honor for a high school musician. She has made the brave decision to chase the dream and study music at Wagner College next year. She's been a true leader in both choirs, both musically and with her unflappable cheer. She's already built an impressive resume of performances all over the state. She's the classic triple threat of singing, dancing, and acting. We wish her all the best and will miss her dearly. Please congratulate Samantha O'Neill. Next, Mr. James Davis will present awards of science.
Hello. When this student took biology, she was a freshman in a sophomore class. She quickly earned the respect of her classmates with her critical thinking skills, her superior lab technique, and mostly her presentation skills. Nobody wanted to give a presentation after her. It is not often that a student with her inquisitive mind, work ethic, and kindness comes along. This year's biology award goes to Sophie Kim. This one's going to be a twofer here. This student is truly an outstanding science student. He was by far the best AP chemistry student this year. making even the most difficult concepts look easy. He was one of the top AP Physics students, and if he had taken AP Biology, he probably would have been in the consideration for another award. He is more than just intelligent, though. He displays a truly curious mind and a hunger to learn. This year's Chemistry Award and Outstanding Science Award goes to Nate Wiskowski. This next award is given to a senior who excels in physics. This student has been a conscientious and diligent science student since his freshman year, especially when it comes to the topic of physics. His strong interests in physics have led him to study aerospace engineering at the University of Alabama, Huntsville. This physics award goes to Nick Pittman. This student excelled academically in physical science, earning the highest grade. This does not fully explain the student and how deserving she is of this recognition. In lab, she always strove to be the best. She was not content to just get the project done. Whether it was building a roller coaster, creating an egg drop, growing crystals, taking observations, or taking notes, she always impressed. It was not uncommon to see her taking the time to be a co-teacher as well. Others would ask her for help, and she would never flinch to do so. This year's Physical Science Award goes to Abby Fay. This next award is given to a junior who is persistent, resilient, and patient, all characteristics of a successful science student. It's named after Tom Robinson, who was a former science teacher and department head here at Merrimack. The recipient of this award is a genuine, caring, and well-rounded student. In addition to her success in honors physical science, her critical thinking skills, curiosity, and inquisitive nature have also led her to have success in 5 of our other science courses. Sophomore year, she doubled up to take honors biology and honors chemistry. This year, she is taking AP biology and oceanology. Outside of the classroom, she's involved in Science Olympiad, cross-country, track, the swim team, and National Honor Society. She has aspirations to pursue a career in medicine and will undoubtedly continue to be successful in anything she sets her mind to. She has so much to offer this world, medicine, her future patients, and the scientific community as a whole. This year's Tom Robinson Award goes to Natalie Desolette. My final award is the Arena Award. This award is given to a science student each year who best embodies the qualities of determination and perseverance in a science class. This year's award goes to a student who has continually demonstrated the meaning of the phrase daily grind, but always had a smile on her face and a willing attitude. She exemplifies the idea of working in the dark, and that enables her to shine in the light. Her diligence has paid off, and she has learned so much this year, not only about science, but about herself and her ability to succeed at whatever she puts her mind to. This year's Arena Award goes to Catherine Smoops. Next up to present is the Social Studies Department Head, Rob Clark.
Good evening. The Social Studies Department is going to be recognizing 4 outstanding students in the subject, and the first award is going to a recipient who displayed excellent performance and academic interest in really what ends up being the staple subject of any social studies department in any high school, which is United States history. And this year, the Excellence in United States History Award goes to Scott Payton. Our next award was named after a former teacher in our department who retired in 2016, Mrs. Crook, and she taught economics for over 40 years. And economics is part of a branch of social studies which is considered social science. And what that means is it really doesn't necessarily involve U.S. history or world history. It involves subjects such as psychology, sociology, economics, and other topics that are subjects that typically students pursue if they have an interest beyond the usual subjects. And this year's recipient demonstrated all of those qualities, both in interest and academic performance. And this year's Virginia Crook Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Social Sciences goes to Alexa Quintero. Next up is an award that recognizes outstanding achievement, but in the area of civic service and citizenship. And this year's recipient of this award certainly demonstrate those qualities, and that's Nathan Libby. The department's final award is meant to recognize a student who displays not only academic achievement, but also subject interest and also a work ethic that allows this person to not only do well academically, but also to demonstrate an interest that's beyond the normal level. And this is probably the best way to describe this. It's really a body of work. It's kind of the Social Studies Lifetime Achievement Award. So this year's recipient of this important award is Abigail Schaefer. And coming up next to introduce the Technology Department's awards are Carolyn Wardham, Amy Piccolo, and Phil Carl.
Good evening. Sorry to say that Amy Piccolo and Phil Carl had personal emergencies and couldn't make it. But they wanted to congratulate all of you on graduating, as I do. Congratulations. And we're going to start tonight for the Technology Awards with the award in academic excellence in photography for Russell. And then we're going to move on to 3D modeling. This student has taken the 3D modeling and animation course. She has a natural artistic technological ability combined with the desire to solve problems and has patient, meticulous eye for detail. She never settles for second best and utilizes class time in a productive and determined manner. She arrives to class early and works outside of class time when the need arises. Due to this approach, Abigail quickly became a role model for her peers with her outstanding 3D models and animation productions. Though Abigail is very talented, she is a humble young woman who never lets her abilities go to her head. She puts her head down and does not waver. Abigail does not take the path of least resistance. Rather, she pushes herself to continue to grow and develop as a technical and creative thinker. This year's exceptional skill in 3D modeling goes to Abigail Schaefer. Nate has taken 3D modeling and animation course and the game design and development course, both of which he exhibited the qualities of a leader as well as a great logical problem solver who has had ample experience and excelled academically in these challenging courses. He is an intelligent, well-rounded, and creative individual who challenges himself and actively seeks new opportunities and experiences. He has the determination, maturity, and intelligence to succeed in any technology field and always maintains a positive attitude. His academic and personal achievements show that he is committed to his education and will work hard to achieve his goals. I admire him for his intelligence, sincerity, honesty, and integrity, and am impressed by his discipline as an independent learner. He is a highly motivated individual with a strong desire for organization and efficiency. This Exceptional Skill in Game Design Award goes to Nate Liskowski. Alexa has taken the computer technology course and 3D modeling and animation course. Alexa approaches technology and art with a sense of objectivity. She is always willing to go the extra mile in order to take her work to the highest level of former and conceptual refinement. Alexa has a very methodical creative process. She develops her concepts thoughtfully, creates interesting models, and builds meticulous scale models before she commits herself with confidence to the final production process. Alexa begins her work with precision and purpose. Her skills of craftsmanship are highly developed and has an incredibly astute attention to detail. In addition, I have been impressed by Alexa's ability to couple her attention to detail with a broader stylistic focus. This year's Exceptional Skill in 3D Modeling and Animation goes to Alexa Gardner. Jared has taken the 3D Modeling Animation, Advanced 3D Modeling Animation, and the Game Design and Development course, all of which he has excelled beyond exception. Jared begins his work with precision and purpose. His skills of craftsmanship are highly developed, and he has incredibly astute attention to detail with all aspects of technology. In addition, I have been impressed by Jared's ability to couple his attention to detail and problem solving with a broader creative focus. All in all, Jared is an incredibly well-rounded technology student who has found a way to balance all aspects of the technical and creative process with apparent ease. Aside from Jared's natural technology ability, it is important to touch on his work ethic and his presence in the classroom setting. Jared utilizes class time in a productive and determined manner. He thrives off of the entire meshing of the technology and creative processes through the successes and challenges. Most importantly, Jared is always willing to help his classmates as they create. He offers both technical and conceptual support to his peers in a kind and caring manner that speaks to Jared's patience and his understanding of the importance of collaborative learning. This year's Exceptional Skill in Game and Design Development goes to Jared Bichkowski. Okay, moving on to the excellence in woodworking. Ambassador, mentor, creative, inspiring, and responsible are just a few words to describe this year's Woodworking Academic Excellence Award winner. The Woodshop has provided opportunities for Matt to learn in many different ways. It became a natural experience full of creative possibilities and growth. Over the past 2 years, Merrimack High School participated in the Deerfield Fair Crafts Competition. Matt was recruited, submitting 12 wood-turning projects, resulting in 9 first-place awards, 2 second-place awards, and 1 honorable mention, pushing Merrimack to the #1 spot over other districts. To name a few: Raymond, Exeter, Milford, Amherst, and the Bulldogs of Bedford. Not that we're competitive. Matt also volunteered as a lathe turning demonstrator at our annual student project display and sale in May, where he graciously engages with the audience, and for a few lucky buyers, They may even leave with one of his awe-inspiring projects. The Guild of New Hampshire Woodworkers has been a very strong supporter of our program here. This spring, the Guild, whose mission is education, sponsored a student lathe turning competition where Matt, using technology that we are one of only 4 schools in the country using, earned first place in the category of hollow form turning with a vase made of ambrosia maple. It's gorgeous. At this time, it brings me great pleasure to announce the recipient of this year's Woodworking Academic Excellence Award to Matt St. Laurent. That's for Matt. And finally, we offer Award of Academic Excellence in Videography to Jacob Horton. That's it. So at this time, I'll introduce Angela Maslamba from World Language.
Hi. So teaching Spanish sometimes feels like taking my kids hiking. In the beginning, I hear, "This is so dumb, we're not even going up." But we make progress step by step and word by word. Students have a hard time seeing how far they've come because we're always challenging them. But as their teachers, we can see their growth, and we're so impressed that they can understand literature, news articles, and radio broadcasts, and then they write letters, stories, and 5-paragraph persuasive essays from 3 sources. We also love when our students share that they were able to speak with native speakers in the community and abroad. The World Language Department offers our congratulations to the following seniors for their excellence, and we hope that in moments of reflection, they can see their progress as their teachers do. In French, Abigail Schaefer. In Latin, Alexa Gardner. In Mandarin Chinese, Marin Francis. And in Spanish, Sophie Kim. The World Language Department would also like to recognize underclassmen who are in earlier stages of language proficiency and wish them the best in their future world language studies. In Arabic, Shan Hasnain. In French, Jackson Nguyen. In Mandarin Chinese, Jason Zhang. And in Spanish, Patrick Yudkin. And lastly, in Latin, Aidan Remick. And I'd like to return the mic to Mrs. Putney for the National Merit Scholarship.
The mission of the National Merit Scholarship Corporation is to recognize and honor the academically talented students of the United States. The enduring goals of the scholarship program are to promote a wider and deeper respect for learning in general and for exceptionally talented individuals in particular. Also, to shine a spotlight on brilliant students and encourage the pursuit of academic excellence at all levels of education. To stimulate increased support from organizations that wish to sponsor scholarships for outstanding scholastic talent. In early February, we were notified that one of our students was a finalist for the National Merit Scholarship, and we are pleased to announce today that Sophie Kim is a 2019 National Merit Scholar. Congratulations. That is a $2,500 scholarship, just so that you know. At this point, I'd like to introduce Dan Leone, who's going to introduce the military award.
To present the Marines Awards, Sergeant Darius Rogers.
Good evening, class of 2019. It's been great getting to know all of you throughout the year and to talk to all of you and find out what are your aspirations for this upcoming years. For this next award, I really don't have to say anything about the award itself because it's been said for all the previous awards. Honestly, Sergeant O'Donnell and myself, we've been back here talking about what this person needs to carry out all of her awards. It started out with one of those recyclable grocery bags. Next, she's going to need one of those grocery carts. And as she kept getting more and more awards, it just bumped up to a pickup truck at this point now. If you don't know who I'm talking about, you've probably been sleeping this entire ceremony. But it is not to be taken lightly for all the awards that this individual has received because it demonstrates how hard she's worked throughout this year to demonstrate herself and to prove herself, not only to all of you, but to set that goal and to set that standard for herself. So without further ado, I'd like to present the award for Scholastic Excellence to Sophie Kim. This next award is presented to a student who has demonstrated all aspects of outstanding character and leadership in athletics. This goes into those qualities such as unselfishness towards the team, loyalty, dedication, bearing, discipline, courage, and all the aspects that we aspire to as a leader. So without further ado, I'd like to present the award for this Distinguished Athlete Award to Adam Thornton. This last award is presented to a student who carries themselves in such a high manner, especially when it comes into the aspect of band and music. This student who strives for excellence in all manners of music as well as their character. So without further ado, the Semper Fidelis Music Award for Musical Excellence goes to Marion Francis.
Good evening. My name is Sergeant Alyssa O'Donnell, and I am the recruiter with the New Hampshire Army National Guard for Merrimack High School. Tonight, I present 2 Army Value Awards to 2 students here. They have shown commitment in academics, community, and their future while upholding the Army values. which are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. Please congratulate me in recognizing Robert Bunis, I'm sorry. I have a few more awards tonight, two of which are going to be to members who have enlisted with us this past school year. In honor of her commitment for serving her community and country as a citizen soldier while going to school and maintaining her grades, we recognize Private Avery Roy. The second member I have to honor tonight, he has shown commitment to serving his community and country as serving as a citizen soldier while providing guidance to the students of Merrimack High School. We recognize Specialist Daniel Leone.
Sergeant O'Donnell and I'd like to leave you all, class of 2019, with some parting words. This is a poem that I do not claim it to be mine, but it rings true with us, and we hope that it speaks to some part of all of you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world, and there is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same, as we are liberated from our own fear. Our presence automatically liberates others. Congratulations to you all, class of 2019, Semper Fidelis, and I wish you fair winds and following seas. Thank you. I'd like to bring Sharon Mutiny back up to the stand to present the next award.
Good evening and welcome. My name is Cassie Soulias, and I have had the privilege of working with the New Hampshire Scholars Program this year. Merrimack School District is part of the State Scholars Network. Our program encourages students to take a rigorous course of study in high school, participate in career exploration opportunities, and explore post-secondary options at in-state schools. The program is managed by the New Hampshire College and University Council, which recognizes how important academic preparation is to a student's future success, both in college and in the workplace. Tonight, we're going to congratulate 134 seniors from the class of 2019 who are graduating with this distinction. We are so proud of these students for completing a challenging set of courses in each of the 4 pathways. I would also like to acknowledge and thank Superintendent of Schools Marge Chaffrey, Principal Sharon Putney, Principal at Merrimack Middle School Adam Carragher, the Guidance Department, and our business partners Bill Cummings and Pat McGrath for their dedication and help in planning and carrying out so many of the details associated with New Hampshire Scholars this year. We'll now begin the process of distributing medals. Assisting with the distribution are Superintendent of Schools Marge Chaffrey, Principal Sharon Putney, and Assistant Principals Peter Bergeron and Rich Sampieri. Names will be read from each of the 4 pathways in alphabetical order, beginning with traditional scholars, followed by art scholars, STEM scholars, and concluding with STEM and art scholars. The color of the medal indicates which pathway a student has completed. Students, when your pathway is called, please come up as a row to receive your medal and return to your seat. Please do not wait for your name to be called. To expedite the process, I ask that the audience hold applause until the end, until all students are called, so we can collectively acknowledge them at the conclusion of the distribution. We will begin with our traditional scholars who will receive blue and gold medals. Sahil Adhikari, Haley Allen, Andy Almonte, Timothy Bradish, Amber Brewster, Matthew Cantwell, Carolyn Coviello, Samuel Couson, Samantha D'Amico, Brenna Davenport, Robert DeFelice, Benjamin Eichmann, Trevor Encarnacio, Todd Fasano, Jessica Fitz, Aaron Gerard, Nathaniel Harris, Thomas Hayes, Owen Horlick, Jacob Horton, Ethan Hostler, Autumn Howe, Cole Keith, Joshua Corsack, James Lanigan, Hannah Lemos, Zoe Leone, Jennifer Lavassa, Sarah Manhart, Stephanie Maddie, Mary Kate McMacken, Sydney Melnin, Lene Meshkoff, Casey Moore, Panwalker, Joseph Peters, Natalie Peterson, Cameron Raymond, Hannah Reedy, Marcus Rumbiero, Sydney Rose, Lauren Rupert, Kaylee Smith, Anna Stover, Carter Tess, Adam Thornton, Samuel Wallace, Michaela Wells, Tristan Wood, and Evan Whaley. And next, our art scholars who will receive black and gold medals. Joanne Bonner, Kaylin Field, Melissa Medeiros, Peter Mulvey, Lucia Newman, Samantha O'Neill, Gavin Roby, and Maya Cipoletti. And next, our STEM scholars will receive green and gold medals. Brandon Anktel, Alexander Balonis, Colby Benoit, Lauren Brennan, Robert Bunis, Lauren Burns, Rachel Caligori, Ryan Carey, Tyler Choate, Haley Schunard, Ian Covell, Rachel Cushman, Mark DePiro, Olivia Flewelling, Nicholas Gagnon, Haley Geringer, Matthew Giambartolomei, Jenna Goldstein, Braden Jewett, Emily Johnson, Reese Johnson, Alyssa Jones, Chloe Lemire, Nathan Liskowski, Ryan McLaughlin, Noah Melker, Caitlin Moran, Blaze Nodder, Jack Page, Andrew Pitton, Nicholas Pittman, Jason Preventure, Isabella Raimundo, Robert Saudi, Macy Shaw, Eric Stack, Amelia Tercy, Jessica Trahan, Julia Veluzzi, Hunter Webb, and Gianna Wood. And lastly, students who met both art and STEM requirements will receive maroon and gold medals. Craig Annick, Samuel Bailey, Hope Bebo, Brody Clark, Haley Del Rossi, Lindsay Erickson, Abigail Fay, Marin Francis, Kamira Gage, Alexa Gardner, Sarah Heimberg, Brianna Gadget, Madeline Kaiser, Sheena Keating, Sophie Kim, Josh Nauer, Marley LaBerge, Megan Lackey, Isabel Leo, Nathan Libby, Isabel Marceau, Brandon Marquis, Shelby Maston, Devin Mitchell, Liam Wynn, Aaron Ortega, Emily Pierce, Christopher Puzzo, Abigail Schaefer, Sarah Trainer, Donna Visconti, Sydney White, Stasia Wojak. Thank you, and that concludes our presentation of medals. Please join me again in a round of applause to congratulate these students on their achievement.
The President's Award for Educational Excellence recognizes academic success in the classroom. Eligible students must meet a strict set of criteria, including grade point average and obtaining a 700 or better on SATs in order to receive this prestigious award. The President's Award for Educational Excellence goes to the following students: Lauren Brennan, Robert Eunice, Abigail Fay, Maren Francis, Alexa Gardner, Sarah Heimberg, Sophie Kim, Nathan Liskowski, Isabel Marceau, Caitlin McCarthy, Andrew Pitton, Nicholas Pittman, Robert Sawdy, Abigail Schaefer, Nicholas Sherman, Eric Stack, Samuel Bailey, At this time, I'd like to introduce Deb Barker, the Director of Guidance.
Thank you. Congratulations to the class of 2019. We're going to miss you. Yep, we're really going to miss y'all. Yep, can't wait for graduation. Yep, we're really going to wave goodbye. You've been a wonderful group. Right? Yes, yes. So before I begin the official part of this evening, I would just like to thank the Merrimack community. You are such a generous and giving community to the MHS students. This year, for the MHS Awards Night, we are giving away $117,000. We have 136 scholarships where we will be talking about each student individually for about 5 minutes. No. I would like to thank our administrative assistant, Mrs. Watt. Mrs. Watt spends hours and hours and hours putting together this program. She spends hours and hours putting together the program online, so now we are fully online, which encourages more students to apply. She then puts together all the paperwork for the committee meeting, and then she prepares the lunch. That's the best part. She's a great cook, so if you ever have a committee, get her on it, and she will make you lunch. So thank you very much, Lucy. We appreciate it. Our first scholarship, Live Like AJ, Albany Jaden Beauregard Memorial Scholarship Award, sponsored by the Merrimack Rotary Club. I would like to introduce and call up to the podium Mrs. Sheila Susie and Morgan Susie to present this award.
On behalf of our families, I would like to first thank Superintendent Marge Chaffrey, Principal Putney, and the Merrimack High School Guidance Department for allowing me to present this very special scholarship award this evening. As she said, my name is Sheila Susie, and my niece was a 2018 graduate of Merrimack High School. Many of you may remember Albany Beauregard, who went by the more familiar name of AJ. You may recall her spirited and somewhat loud personality as she danced her way through the hallways, led cheers and chants at the football games, or just that person who took the time to stop and ask you how your day was going. She had a gift for connecting with people. She was funny, smart, talented, bold, kind, caring, inclusive, and very charismatic. Simply put, she was an extraordinary young woman. Albany came here to live with our family from New Orleans, Louisiana, on December of 2016, a day that has profoundly changed so many lives, including many of you here today. To say that moving from New Orleans to little old Merrimack, New Hampshire was a culture shock would be an understatement. But if nothing else, Albany was a survivor. And Merrimack High School played an important role in her transition to her new, fresh start. Albany loved school. She truly loved her teachers and respected her teachers. It was here that she found her voice, her true voice. She was challenged while at the same time encouraged by her teachers. She found a passion for writing from her English teacher, Ms. Gott, and the confidence she needed from Mrs. Johnson for public speaking. She put both to good use, and last spring, she won the Merrimack Rotary Club's four-way speech contest, where she went on to the districts and the finals in Burlington, Vermont. At last year's award ceremony, Albany was fortunate to receive the Rotary Club of Merrimack's President's Scholarship. She was so humbled to be given such a generous gift
and wanted to make the most of the opportunity she was afforded by proudly heading off her last fall to the University of New Hampshire as a liberal arts major. Which brings me to why I'm here today. Sadly, on December 28th, 2018, 3 days after Christmas, Albany passed away suddenly and unexpectedly from a pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot in her right lung. She was spending the holiday with her family, her dad, her stepmom, and her little brother in Florida. She had just successfully completed her first semester of college. Albany was never able to take advantage of her scholarship, but we knew immediately she would want to pay it forward and allow another student the benefit from this award. We are so thankful that the Rotary Club of Merrimack has allowed us to reallocate this award and rename it to the hashtag #LiveLikeAJ, the Albany Jaden Beauregard Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is being awarded to a student that embodies the spirit and character of who Albany was. Resilient, kind, hardworking, considerate, respectful, and motivated to help and encourage others to be their best. It is with great pride and honor that I present this year's scholarship to Rachel Calgary.
Thank you very much. So I would like to bring up the school counselors, please. So you all know Miss Ledoux.
I wasn't ready.
Oh, she wasn't ready. Miss Ledoux, Miss Spots, Mrs. Tyler, Mrs. Colbert. And so Mr. Leone has some fancy new title. I got to take a look at that certificate. I don't know what we're supposed to call him now. We might need to salute, too. I'm not sure. So shall we get started with this? Yes. All right. So the way this works is I'm going to call the name of the scholarship and then the recipient or recipients, and you are to go right to your school counselor and receive your envelope. And if we could hold applause until the very end, that would be great. The first scholarship is the American Legion Riders Chapter 98 Scholarship, Dylan Stevens. Danielle Bonner Memorial Scholarship, Rachel Cushman. Business and Marketing Scholarship, Robert D. Felice, Stephanie Maddie, Jessica Trahan, Victoria Walters. The Ginny Crook Educational Scholarship by the Merrimack Teachers Association, Caitlin Field. The Diplomacy Award by the Model United Nations Club, Devin Mitchell. Emily's Empowerment Scholarship for Women, Rachel Caligari. Family and Consumer Science Scholarship, Sky Warner, Tristan Wood. The Family Chiropractic of Merrimack Healthy Hug Scholarship, Hope Bebo. Sandra Ferry Memorial Lioness Scholarship, Sydney White. Franklin Savings Bank Scholarship, Sam Kusan, Nathan Laskowski, and Jason Preventure. The Timothy Mark Gibson Memorial Scholarship, Marley LaBerge. The George M. Greenleaf Memorial Scholarship, Joanne Bonner. The Milton C. Greenleaf Memorial Scholarship, Megan Elwell. The Abby M. Griffin Educational Fund, there's a few of these. Taylor Alicia, Andy Almonte, Rachel Caligari, Rachel Cushman, Abigail Fay, Sarah Heimberg, Autumn Howe, Marley LaBerge, Hannah Lemos, Gage Matthews, Emily Mooney, Leanne Palmer, Dylan Stevens, Tessa Vascalionis, Tristan Wood. The Jeffrey Herbert Memorial Scholarship, Alyssa Jones. The Honor M Scholarship, Stephanie Maddie, Aaron Ortega. The Horseshoe Fish and Game Club Scholarship, Sheena Keating. The Stanley and Sophia Heisack Scholarship, and there's a few of these as well, Megan Allen, Megan Elwell, Peter Mulvey, Natalie Peterson, Cody Pfeiffer, Emily Pierce, Lauren Ruprecht, Connor Safstrom, Abigail Schaefer, Eric Stack, Tyler Sudol, Adam Thornton, and Jared Vichkowski. The Harry L. and Aura M. Jenkins Scholarship, Hope Bebo, Joanne Bonner, Amber Brewster. The Nicholas Nick Jennings Memorial Scholarship, Caitlin Moran. The Knights of Columbus Queen of Peace Council number 6725 Scholarship, Colby Benoit, Robert D. Felice, Blaze Nodder, and Aaron Ortega. The Marie Lambro Memorial Scholarship, Joanne Bonner and Rachel Caligari. Laura's World Fund Scholarship, Hannah Lemos. The Sean A. Looney Memorial Scholarship, Rachel Cushman. The Michael Loverm Memorial Scholarship, Sarah Heimberg. Joseph W. Mayorello Memorial Scholarship, Connor Safstrom. The Mastrocola Elementary School, PATT, Nicholas Pittman, Alexa Gardner. The McGaw Chapter National Honor Society, Caitlin Moran. The Merrimack Agricultural Commission Scholarship, Ashley Bergeron, Haley Damaris, Haley Geringer, and Hannah Prevost. The Merrimack Cares Scholarship, Isabel Marceau. The Merrimack Crime Line's Chief of Police Scholarship, Samuel Couson and Matthew Jim Bart LeMay. Did I say it? No. Okay. Merrimack High School Baseball Booster Club Scholarship, Cole Keefe and Eric Stack. The Merrimack High School First Parent Booster Group Scholarship, Isabella Ramundo. Merrimack High School Interact Outstanding Community Service Award, Reese Johnson. The Merrimack High School Quarterback Club Scholar Athlete Football Award, Robert Bunis, Robert D. Felice, Nathaniel Harris, Thomas Hayes, and Tristan Wood. The Merrimack High School SAD Scholarship, Haley Damaris and Matthew Jim Bart LeMay. The Merrimack High School Striker Club Scholarship, Samantha D'Amico, Mark DePiero, Mary McMakin, and Carter Tess. The Merrimack High School Swim Booster Club Scholarship, Lauren Brennan and Hannah Prevost. The Merrimack Memorial Auxiliary Unit 98 Scholarship, Rachel Caligari. The Merrimack Memorial Post 98 Scholarship, Eric Stack and Dillick Stevens. The Merrimack Memorial Squadron 98 Scholarship is Alyssa Jones and Shannon Parr. The Merrimack Roadrunners Booster Club Scholarship, Abigail Fay, Sophia Kim, Liam Wen, Jason Preventure. The Merrimack Senior Citizen Club Scholarship, Stephanie Maddie, Rachel Caligari. The Merrimack VFW Auxiliary 8641 Scholarship, Emily Pierce, Shannon Parr. The Frank Murphy Lions Club Scholarship, Daniel Wilson. The Nashua Fish and Game Association Scholarship, Christina Bevel. The Millicent S. O'Leary Memorial Mathematics Scholarship, Kamira Gage. The Ed Payne New England Police Benevolent Association Local Number 12 Scholarship, Sam Huson. The Cheryl Pearsall Memorial Volunteer Lioness Scholarship, Alyssa Jones. The Professional Firefighters of Merrimack Local Number 2904, Jacob Newman. The Red Sox Foundation Scholarship, Sydney White. The Reed's Ferry Women's Club Scholarship, Jenna Goldstein. The Rotary Club of Merrimack Scholarship Fund, Applied Technology Scholarship, Brandon Anketel and Shannon Parr. The Rotary Club of Merrimack Scholarship Fund, Art Scholarship goes to Abigail Fay and Molly Ringel. The Rotary Club of Merrimack Scholarship Fund, Anthony de Blasio Community Service Scholarship goes to Robert D. Felice and Megan Elwell. The Rotary Club of Merrimack Scholarship Fund, the President's Award, goes to Marley LaBerge. The Rotary Community Scholarship goes to Sarah Heimberg. Rotary Community Scholarship, sponsored by Digital Credit Union, goes to Chloe Lemire. The John Simeone Memorial Scholarship, Chloe Lemire, Leanne Palmer, and Shannon Parr. The Peter J. Skeffington Memorial Scholarship, Autumn Howe. The VFW Post 8641, the Guy R. Granger Jr. Memorial Scholarship, Olivia Flewelling and Evan Whaley. The Harold and Barbara Watson Scholarship, Brandon Anketel, Samuel Kusan, Benjamin Eichman, Leanne Palmer, and Molly Ringel. The Laura Wolf Scholarship by Merrimack High School Spirit Team, Sarah Trainer. A big congratulations to all of you. Another round of applause to all our award and scholarship recipients. Thank you to all of the presenters and contributors, and thank you for joining us this evening to honor and celebrate these students. We are very proud of these students, and we wish them well for their futures. Have a great night.